One would ask the obvious question. Since we are convinced, we're sure that Bezras Hashem, the Gula is happening right now, why do we have to prepare for Tisha B'Av? Why do we have to discuss today about the fasting when we certainly will feast, not fast? So I'll explain it to you in a moment, but before that, let's say thank you to God for the past, for the present, and the imminent, wonderful Geula Dika future. Mizmor lesoida, rila dena koloretz ibdu sadena v'simchu boi lefana benana. Du kadenu elim hu asanu v'lo anachna v'tzoi marise boi shor b'soida, chatzoroise v'sila hoida lebocha shemoy, kitoi v'adenu le'lom chazdo v'yadoir v'der emunasoi. And tzedakah is certainly the right thing to do, to give. As we said, with tzedakah we will be redeemed. Tzion b'mishpat tipode v'shuver b'tzedakah. So the Rebbe says that he was asked, actually the previous Rebbe was asked, you keep on saying Mashiach is coming now, so why are you getting involved in such a major big project for many, many years? And the Rebbe said, we learned from Moshe Rabbeinu, when the Jews were in the desert, there were places that they stationed no longer than 24 hours and sometimes less. Yet, every time they stationed, every time they stopped, they put together the entire Mishkan, and a few hours later they took it apart. Why? Because where you are, at the moment you are, this is where is your permanency at this moment. So since at this particular second we're still in exile, so we have to focus the way it is now, while being certain that all this is just exercise in futility, so to say, because Moshiach is coming. So let me just review a few quick points regarding Tisha B'Av and Erev, the eve of Tisha B'Av, which is today. Tisha B'Av, the 9th day of the month of Av, there were 5 things that happened. That was the day where in the desert, after the sin of the explorers, the spies, the Meraglim, they were told that they will not enter the land of Israel. The destruction of the first temple, the destruction of the second temple, the city of Beta, which was a huge amount of Jewish people living there, was destroyed. And finally, Turnus Rufus has completely destroyed the place of the Beis Hamikdash. He went on to a full rampage after this destruction already of the temple. So this is what happened on the 5 calamities, and therefore there's actually 5 prohibitions also on Tisha B'Av. We're not allowed to eat, we're not allowed to drink, we're not allowed to bathe, wash ourselves, very minimal. We're not allowed to oint, and we're not to have any intimate marital relationships. 5. So on Erev Tisha B'Av, that is today, we don't go for walks, pleasure walks. At Mincha, we will not say Tachanun, because Tisha B'Av, ironically, is called Yom Tov for what's going to happen. In the afternoon, we're not supposed to study Torah, only subjects related to the destruction of the temple, but anything else, such as your daily shiurim, if you have Chitas, Chumash, Tilim, Shiur Rambam, Daf Yomi, those daily study subjects should be done before noon. As I said, laws of the Bet HaMikdash also not permitted in the afternoon. We are allowed to study laws related to the destruction of the temple. Customary to have, just before the evening, a final meal that's called Sudas HaMafsekes, where custom has it that we would sit already on the low chair during that particular meal, a piece of bread, hard-boiled egg, and this will be dipped in ashes. to commemorate, obviously, the destruction of the temple. The hard-boiled egg is just by a mourner, which the first meal would be a hard-boiled egg. The hard-boiled egg has many reasons. One of them is that although it is difficult, it gets harder and harder by the pressure of the hot water. Nevertheless, we're still around. Even in the moment of difficulties, we don't give up. Now, if somebody has to take medication on Tisha B'Av, for whatever reason, contact your rabbi. Somebody who is sickly and cannot fast, contact your competent rabbi, and he will tell you if and what and how to eat. The same thing applies for a pregnant woman or for a woman that is breastfeeding. But as I said before, Be'ezras Hashem, all this will be from the past because we will be celebrating, feasting this Tisha B'Av.